Now we're going to examine factors that affect the supply of a good other than a change in the price of the good itself. The price of related goods. In other words, goods other than the own goods that a firm can produce. For example, footballs and basketballs. If the price of basketballs stays the same and the price of footballs increases, then footballs are now more profitable to the firm. The firm will now coordinate labour and machinery on the production of footballs. Therefore, the supply of basketballs will be reduced even though their price has not changed. The opposite occurs if the price of footballs goes down, then the supply of basketballs will shift to the right. Technology. The introduction of cost-reducing technology can affect the supply of a good even though the price does not change. Technology can greatly improve efficiency, resulting in significant cost reductions and increasing profits. As costs go down, the profit goes up. As the profit goes up, the supply shifts to the right. The cost of production. Now, the factors of production are land, labour, capital and enterprise. As costs goes up, profits goes down. Therefore, the supply curve will shift to the left. The opposite, of course, will happen if costs are reduced, as this increases profits. If there's an increase in profits, the supply curve will shift to the right. Unplanned factors such as strikes, bad weather, raw materials shortages, energy shortages. Each negative factor will reduce the quantity supplied and cause supply curve to shift to the left. The opposite occurs when these factors are positive. Taxation. Tax levied on raw materials is in fact increasing the firm's costs and therefore reducing its profits, causing the supply curve to shift to the left. If the firm receives subsidies and grants from the government, this reduces the firm's costs and increases profits, causing the supply curve to shift to the right. And finally, an important note here. Again, a change in the price of the good itself causes a movement along the supply curve. All other factors cause the supply curve to shift to the right or shift to the left with no change in price. Terms to note. Individual supply is the quantity of a good supplied by an individual firm at different prices. Market supply is the quantity of a good supplied by all firms in the marketplace at different prices. Joint supply, when the production of one good automatically leads to production of another good. For example, sheep supplies mutton, that's the meat, and wool. Producer surplus, this is the difference between the lowest price a supplier is willing to accept for a good and the price they actually receive.